Legendary.
Welcome to another episode of the Soul Table. I am Evan, aka RBD, aka Awesome.
I don't like the RBD. Well, never mind.
It's not for you.
I'm a sneaker. I get, but I don't think you regular.
That's
my
that
man,
was so
bro.
Sweet, man.
No, shut the fuck up.
That was adorable.
No, give me
I
some
don't think you regular, man.
Go ahead, man. Fuck my intro up.
I just you keep it up,
No,
bro.
it's equipment.
Almost
It's
Anyway, I'm here with the
Almost
Sneaker King.
No.
$2,000 of equipment
I'll
over
do
here.
it. I'll do it. Thank you. I am the Sneaker King of Philly. You know what I mean? I'm Carl. See, you can't be nice to niggas.
I don't like his name
Can't be
being
nice to
Carl.
niggas.
I don't like his
But
name
it's
being
Carl.
Carl. Your name should be like Trevor. Now, we're here with our usual people. Junie, say something. What's up? That's what I'm talking about. Uncle Mike, where you at?
What's up, nieces and nephews?
And we have a guest with her. He is the owner of SUPLMNT, my man Jay. How you feeling, bro?
Feeling good, man. Happy to be here.
You look great. You look great. Nike's on the plate today. We gonna have a conversation with Nike. Nike is hemorrhaging money, and they're hemorrhaging money super bad. Like their numbers are down while they're still up. It's still way down.
And we're not gonna make it seem like Nike is still not ahead of the game. They are, and I mean,
after this shit, you're not gonna feel that way.
I mean, out of respect, I mean, we still gonna make it seem. We're not gonna make it seem like Nike is not that. They are that.
So,
but what they are doing right now, it sort of makes sense in the business aspect, but it doesn't make sense to.
And what he means by that is Nike right now is trying to find ways to generate revenue. Nike is introducing a line for under $100.
And
now,
I like this. I like this.
Now, it is a dope idea, but you're not doing it for the right reason. That's my whole thought.
That's true. That's true because y'all could have did this.
So they announced that they plan on introducing a line that is $100 and under around the world. So yes, it will be in the United States. It will be in Japan. It will be in Germany. It will be in Australia, which would be awesome because it'll be down under, which means the Nike sign will be backwards and it means Newport. Boom.
Upside down was it. Never mind.
There you go. So at the end of the day, they're recognized as a sportswear giant. So I guess they're like, we're going to come back and take the throne by undercutting everybody, which is a sturdy plan. Nike's chief financial advisor Matthew Friend told investors, our team is also attacking, quote right here, our team is also attacking opportunities across price points. And this was according to the Japan Times. Like Jay, lead us in on this. How do you feel
Being a business owner.
Well, that seems like a race to the bottom. Like I wouldn't lower my price to like undercut everybody else. I feel like it takes the value away from the product.
He said a race to the bottom. That means and Nike fast. Go ahead, man.
Yeah, I mean, but it is Nike. I mean, you can't really kick them out. Like he said, they are that. But you know what I mean? Then people, you know how it is, kids making fun of people. Oh, so you got them under $100 sneakers.
Oh, you talking about the Marshall Joe?
Yeah, like
But remember,
Shoes ain't got no box.
there are people out here that are actually really good hoopers, really good soccer players that are playing in absolutely nothing, bare feet.
That is true.
And this is a round the world thing. I'm not saying that most United States people are not that poor, but when you get to Africa and in Mexico,
that's wild.
We got real
first.
athletes out there that are way better than us.
You saw the bull up there training for basketball, but he was like dribbling rocks or something like that.
That's what I'm talking about.
Yeah.
That's what I'm talking about. He was playing in thong flip flops.
What's the elasticity in rocks though? Like, hold on.
But he was double dribbling. He was like, he was getting it in. Like I know it might not have been a rock. It probably was.
My thing is, what sneakers are they like? Are they going to take like some of the fly sneakers that was expensive and make those under 100, or are they going to create a whole nother custom line?
It could be like the Super Bowl theory. Like after they lose the championship, you give them the
right. You send the championship joints to Africa.
Yeah. So it sound like
or maybe the sneakers that sit.
Gotta do better.
Maybe that.
No, we got the factory. It's right down the street. Big factory. They got a security guard in there for people stealing from the factory. That's wild.
They armed security
They
at
armed
that for the outlet.
That shit
Philly
crazy.
is Crazy.
You can't even have shit at the outlet. No more. Like,
That's
no, I'm
crazy.
just saying though. Personally,
This could be a plus, and it could be
It will be a plus.
used as a plus, but it's right now it is a negative because they're probably trimming the fat for certain things. Like there were people that were backdooring the sneakers, going
backdoor the kids. I'm sorry.
reselling. Like they the lady that had to resign. Her son was reselling all these sneakers. He's in pictures posting.
And to be fair, she was stole
Mountain
from
sneakers.
Facebook
Yeah.
as well. This tramp was getting it.
Mind you, we're not going to say her name.
Making
I mean,
money,
we're just
boy.
letting you know that
Wasn't making money,
this
she was
happened.
taking money. Like they let her near the shit. Then they let her near the shit again. They was like, we know you stole from Facebook. Don't you come work for Nike?
And
That's crazy.
By saying that, Nike lays off 740 people, and I mean just to save the extra money or whatever the case may be.
So to put context to what Carl is talking about, Nike in June, was it the 26th or 28th? I'm not sure. I think it was the 28th.
20th.
They laid off 740 employees at the Nike headquarters in Oregon. Now they didn't just lay off like the lower level employees. They started at the top. They did the directors, which was 174 directors and 110 seniors, and there were more cuts deeper than that. That was just at the first round, which to me says, all right, yo, y'all ain't doing shit. We gotta let y'all go. Like Jay, you got a company, you got a business.
Right.
How you handling a situation like that?
Well, I'm gonna say first that they're definitely doing what corporate America typically does.
The American way.
The American way. When you hire all these OGs that's been there for a long time, you've been having to pay them incrementally up. These guys are making a ton of money, and you got these young, hungry people in college that's coming out that's willing to do what they do for way less pay. So when you starting to think about margin cuts, like we're spending too much here, like where can we trim the fat? It's like, cut these execs, and then I'm gonna hire somebody for half the pay to do double the work because they're young and they're hungry and the job market is trash.
Not saying that this is wrong, because this is how people get up.
Right.
But gotta do what you gotta do.
You gotta do what you gotta do.
So just so you know, this isn't the first time Nike has did this. Nike, in '84, in February of '84, they let go of 1,500 people.
It's crazy.
On Valentine's Day.
That's disrespectful.
Yeah, called it the St. Valentine's Day Massacre. While that has a different meaning in American history, Nike decided to use that as well. Naya, put that picture up of St. Valentine's Day Massacre if you
That's a wild.
can. I asked.
I do want to throw this out there. I had to Google it real quick. Nike's net worth is $123 billion. So technically, they shouldn't have to really fire anybody.
They shouldn't.
You could find them.
They shouldn't, which is
Then
crazy.
again, I don't know what's under that.
But do y'all feel like the
Tighten the ship. I'm keep trying to
Right.
tell you.
But
well,
there's- but
not
there's-
even just
ship.
tightening the ship. Do y'all also feel like there's a lot of subdivisions within Nike that don't necessarily like have any traction? Like ACG has like 3 subdivisions because you have like ACG Weather, ACG Trail, ACG. You know what I mean? So
Right.
like if those subdivisions aren't necessarily making as much revenue as, let's just say, I don't know, Nike basketball, Nike soccer, whatever. Why would you keep those divisions if they aren't?
Well, when they did like a while ago when they did their first cuts, they cut the golf division. Like they used to make clubs, and they made
Right.
some bomb ass
Right,
clubs.
right.
To which you get them off eBay, they're worth you'll pay between $700 to like $9,000 for. I'm sorry, $4,000 for a pair of Vaporflies. That when I mean I got a pair, these motherfuckers. I don't know why they stopped making clubs. Like they are amazing.
Was
Like,
Tiger behind that?
I don't know. Well,
Tiger-
Tiger Cut was different. That was later. That was like what, 2 years ago, and he started his Red Sunday line, which it don't look right. It's like a boneless tiger. That shit crazy as shit.
boneless tiger
It's a
is
boneless tiger. Like you go look, put Anaya symbol, put the logo up, but when you see it, it don't look right. And you be like, this tiger hungry as shit.
Like it's not Tony.
It's, they ain't
not
Tony.
Yeah.
It's like that's trash.
Tiger,
That's
tiger.
something.
Pussy.
That tiger crazy. Yeah, they needed. Yeah, Tiger. He made a mistake on that one. Like you look at him too, because you expect to see the Nike check sign. You be like, it's like watching. It's like seeing
it
somebody
ain't it.
without a mustache. You like, that ain't it, boss.
That ain't it.
I don't trust you. I'll take the field. I used to take Tiger in his Nike. If you seen him on Sunday with the red on, you like, oh, he about to bust somebody ass today. But now you see it, you like, nah, I take it's
But
something.
no, what you're saying about the subdivisions and all that, it definitely makes sense. Because if it's not gaining traction, what are we keeping it for?
Exactly.
But again, eventually everything always comes back around.
So
Always.
So one of the subdivisions that they got rid of was the adapt technology.
Yeah.
Self-lacing. Like, personally, that was not one of your best divisions, but that had your most potential because all of us have seen Back to the Future, you know, and we all wanted those power laces. Like like when they started making, like when they first made the Earls, Carl, you went bananas for them bitches and got them, and found out when he laced them up, he was like, well, they laced this way. You would push the button on the side and they were laced up. Then he did it with the.
Well, it sets a memory. So whenever you put your foot into it, the memory is already set. All you got to do is just hold it.
That's cold shit.
So
right there.
It's like the driver's seat of a car.
You don't have to. You know what I mean?
like a Tesla.
So, or you could just loosen it, whatever, and then you hold the buttons, and then it goes from there. But then they came out with the app, and the app does everything for you.
But see, the crazy part was they got rid of that, right? They had the app. It was for your watch. It was for your phone.
It's closing soon.
And no, it's gone.
It's gone now.
Yeah,
I thought it said.
that shit going. It ended, I think last week.
They could have pivoted with that. Honestly.
They could have.
Well, how I look at it is you got people that are like handicapped and stuff like that.
See,
that can't tie their
yes.
shoes.
Where they
and
got
stuff
the
like
fly, the fly ease.
But the fly ease,
Okay.
which you know, Jimmy Fallon invented those. Shout outs, Jimmy. That was good shit right there. Just thinking like, what if when I get older, I can't put my shoes on?
Right.
Like, that's decent. And like, to be fair, you could even market those to like civil service workers, like firefighters, because they take their shoes off and put them on, you know, consistently. Just pop,
Right.
you jump in your gear, and then you go. That takes a good couple seconds off of your jumping.
They might be just selling the technology to somebody else.
They could.
I think,
type of
in
backdoor
my
joint.
opinion, I really believe that they're probably going to get rid of that and come out with something better.
Okay.
But see, we seen what something better is with the massage shoes.
Yeah, the hyper ices.
The hyper ices, yes. They
Well, we
have
got
the shoes.
Have you seen the review on those?
It's getting
People
ready to
actually
come out.
like them or nah? Because I seen the video, but
Well,
I don't know.
we
athletes
haven't
do.
gotten.
We
them.
haven't
Is it
gotten
just
it.
some vibration
No,
or is
like,
it like
no,
a
it's
real
athletes.
massage?
It's-
So some of the athletes in the Olympics,
Shikari.
they had some, and
I know
they
October
liked
was
them.
feeling
LeBron
good.
already has a pair.
I
of
saw
course.
him wearing them on
Yeah.
course.
I know
And-
Shikari got a pair.
Yeah, she's got.
Yo,
a pair.
I just know after Shikari had to walk that mile when she got locked out that one gate and
she retired.
and she still won silver. I know she put some hype prices on before that race.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Oh yeah. And even afterwards, I'd have been doing my interview with him. Yeah, they had to walk about 3 miles to get around.
Yeah,
this
you know,
bitch.
get around
Wow,
this,
crazy.
get
I'm
his
trying to
gate.
see how do you walk in them though and not tear them apart.
Because they probably
probably don't care.
they probably got a secondary layer where it's like the
Them
massage
joints
part.
gotta
and
be heavy as shit, bro.
Gotta be heavy. With
It gotta be heavy.
so
bro.
you're saying it's like
Probably
again
like a boot, bro.
like
really
the
a boot.
boots from Doug. I mean the shoes from Doug.
Legs
the
tired.
Scott Davisons.
And then I'm trying to figure out the price point because
Oh, that's a hurt piece. Gotta be.
Just saying that they got rid of it and they haven't done much with it. Like
I'm
just getting
still
rid of-
sick. I'm still sick about the hyper adapts. I'm really sick about that because I own 4 pairs of non-lacing shoes. Don't get me wrong, I'm sick about it. At least I can still put my foot in it. It has a memory thing where I don't have to use the app. That's fine. But at the end of the day, you know, my life was completely changed after seeing Back to the Future Part 2.
You lazy as shit.
That's real rap. No, it's not
That's
even that.
crazy.
It's
So
just
even the people
the
that's
hype.
grandfathered in don't get access to the app.
No,
You should,
and that's-
you should
no, the
just
app
keep
is
your
gone.
access.
No, the app is
It's
just gone.
gone.
That's what makes you mad too
Like,
because
I can
like,
get my phone.
Did they
and
give you a
look
heads
at
up?
it.
Like, yo,
it did.
remember?
It did.
Okay.
It did.
obviously
We gotta think it's gotta be within the cuts too, the 700 cuts, because you have to pay people who
Manage the app.
manage the app. Yeah.
right. But if you just came out with hyper ices, right? I'm pretty sure why they just lace up.
There's going to be an app.
The technology is right there.
No. It's no. It's, well, it is
I mean,
no
they
lace
could
up.
have
You
really
slip-
just
you
fused
slip
it
in,
together.
right?
If hype prices are,
Slip it in. Pause.
I missed
Pause.
that. And-
Yep.
Thank God you missed it. Thank God.
Can you repeat? it?
Trying to be.
I'm gonna let it slide. I didn't say nothing. I ain't say nothing this time. I ain't say nothing. I ain't say it. Look over there.
Never gonna be fucking professional, bro. It's not gonna happen.
Too late for
It's
that.
not gonna
That shit
happen.
been out the window. Which leads to the next part of, you know, the hyper ice. I say hyper ice. With the adapt laces being on, there's no accountability at Nike right now.
There isn't.
Absolutely zero accountability. Like Nike, like they blame their lack of innovation on Zoom meetings. Like, can you believe that? Like, oh, because you don't come in, now we got no innovations. Like, according to John Donahue, he claims that the company's creative ambitions for products suffered when people were working from home remotely. And he basically admitted that, it stemmed from like the supply chain problems during the pandemic, but that wasn't really the case. That's the case. Everybody knew that. But Nike was always sold, everything was sold out. Forced you to try out the brands like Adidas and New Balance and Reebok and Noble, which Hoka. Yeah. But so they decided to like bring them back. Well, they did that shit 20 months ago, and you still blaming it on them doing Zoom meetings? Hey, come back. They did it before we even people were allowed to really come back to work.
Didn't Noble put out a ad or something like that?
Yeah.
Trying to
hire Nike workers saying, you don't like the way you wear. It felt like that Suge Knight moment. You don't like your balls.
Death row.
You don't like people dancing up in your shoes.
Come on down to checks all in the shoes.
That's hilarious.
You want to make sure you got job security. Apps that work. That's fucked up. But you get what I'm saying though. Yeah. So just knowing that they did that was really, really fucked up in itself. But what they decided to do was to try to jumpstart it. They did Nike Air, Nike on Air, the Paris. Mm-hmm. They try to jumpstart this is our innovative ideas. Mm-hmm. To which I don't think those shoes are really functional because they came out with and
they look good. I really like them. I like all the little
the blueprint
concepts.
The concepts is cool, but the blueprints that they came out with, like the actual shoe. Go back. Yeah. Go back. Man, had them Zoom meetings. Maybe they need to be home.
Something got to happen there, Nike, because y'all fucking up.
There you go. It's too easy.
At least one show.
Too easy. Because y'all fucking up, bro.
Look at them.
I've been saying this for a little while now.
Look at them.
Y'all can hire anybody in this room to come up with something creative and spot on. All I want is a Nike dunk.
So
how you feel about them D-Book ones? Them joints?
Yeah.
How you feel about them?
No, I love them.
You love them?
I love them.
I'm just saying, people were saying that they was fucking up when they came out with them joints.
I said it. I said it.
I saw many people. They was roasting. That joint came out, people was roasting them.
It was
but you see, all right. So this is where we're gonna go with this. The reason why they did what they did,
it's like a soft front.
Everybody's trying to copy the Kyrie aesthetic.
Right.
All right. You're not gonna get that.
Try that. That shit.
So what happened was they give you something. The silhouette is plain. But the color schemes and the concepts that they're going to have behind it is going to sell the shoe.
Right. They have done their due diligence with all the colorways.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
There's some good looking colors.
Remember, we didn't get the
Didn't he give Suni Lee a pair?
The Air Max.
He better had. He probably gave a pair.
Suni Lee.
The Air Max 95 versions. We didn't get those. Right. Those are PEs.
Miracles and blessings.
So they.
Miracles and blessings.
It's stupid. We didn't get the orange ones that came out in Miami.
Right.
Those are the ones that are going for super high right now, like $2,000. Wow. I'm mad that I slept on them. You get certain PEs, like they know what they're doing with the colorways. The colorways is going to sell.
That's what sells a sneaker.
Yeah. So they're going to give you a plain silhouette, and I actually got the lavender ones. They're very, very nice. They're very nice.
You're really the sneaker king, man.
And they're very nice. Junior face was like this. It might be very nice.
I haven't worn them, but
the lavenders are very nice, bro. No, when you put your feet on, because you're a hooper.
Yeah,
bro.
Just really
that cushion on the side.
You keep going back to this soft. You said the front looks soft. You trying to say they feel soft. You just keep saying how soft they look, like they're rolling toilet paper.
You gonna like them Jones, bro? Trust me.
I'll try them.
Trust me, you gonna like them Jones. You get your hands on one pair. Right, trust me, you put your foot in, you're gonna like them, Joe.
Well, speaking of design, one of Nike's lead designers, Dylan Raasch, he quit.
What was that, Dylan? Was it Dylan or Dylan?
Dylan.
Okay, because you said Dylan.
Oh, Dylan.
That's what you about to say.
It's Dylan.
What was Dylan Raasch responsible for? What
he was responsible for the Roshi Run, the Air Max 720. The Air Max Pre-Day and the Air Max 290.
Damn.
Like
all heat.
And he also did a bunch of remakes, and I'm trying to remember what he did. But he did a bunch of remakes on Air Maxes, a couple of different colorways. And like the way he quit was honestly pretty dope. he went on Instagram and said, after 14 years, this is my last week at Nike.
He thinks
I made it. You see it?
Yeah,
I made it. I made it through the decision to part ways. Grateful to all the individual and teams I had the pleasure to work with over the years. Some projects, it's the brand, and open myself to a new chapter. Eternally proud to be a part of. And then threw up the do sign. Ugh.
The do sign is
So
wild.
basically, he gonna go work at Noble. And
about to say,
he tired of being, people all in the videos with their checks. But like when that happens, and you let a designer like that go, who was doing shit that was innovative. Now you might not have bought all this shit. You might not have, right? But the idea is that he's doing shit.
right.
So it's like if Tinker got up and left, you would probably be more hell of inclined to be like, wait a minute now, that's breaking news. Like that man made Mike. You would probably be more hell of impressed. Like what would, like I said, you have your own business. You will get into your business. We definitely will get into that because you smart. You smart as fuck. Like in your design, did you design the bottle yourself?
No, well, it was a group of us, but mainly one industrial designer.
Okay, so say that industrial designer left the company you get the bottles made from. Are you then going to that other company?
No. Would I go to the company that made the guy?
I'm saying you're following the designer.
Oh yeah. See, honestly, when you find like a real dope designer, you keep somebody like that because on these calls when you're designing like an actual product and you're you're just saying words of what you want to what's in your brain, you're trying to like portray it out, and then this designer just hears what you say, and in their brain they're able to formulate a product. That's some genius shit. Like when you really think about like when I used to be on these calls and we would like tell them like, yeah, I wanted to incorporate sneaker culture. I wanted to, something that like people can resonate with. Blah, 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 saying all this stuff, and he comes with like
you about to have a ball.
He came with like 10 different designs, like, and we're just scrolling through them. I'm just like, bro, like, how did you come up with this in your brain?
I designed myself, and I can tell you right now, it is a trip when you hit that mark where you in a zone,
right?
And you like, I want this, and you tell me like, I want. You say I want to paint, and I want this in here. I want this, and I just go cool, and then I slide out like 15 different calls. You're like, where did you come up with that shit from?
Yeah, it's like where does all that stuff stored at? And then so after he came with all those designs, then that's when I gave my input, and we kind of mixed like 4 or 5 of his designs and made it into one, and then boom, the SUPLMNT bottle was born.
I could assume he's on crystal meth, because that's just
he's a New Yorker too.
That's just Adderall.
From Queens.
Oh, he did, when you talk to him on the phone, he go, "Yo, son, I got you, son.
Yeah.
Yo, money, I got you. Yo, B. Are you from New York? I knew it.
You really from New York?
Yeah, he really is.
The shit that we find,
we from Brooklyn, son. That's what made me ask. I ain't asked you. That's what I'm talking about, son. That's what I'm talking about. My man, New York Junior. That's what I'm talking about.
We about to call it start. New York June from now on.
Junebug, man. You something else. My man was happy. As soon as I said New York, he had a different proud to him. So he's like, yeah, I'm from New York. That's what made me ask. But I was like, yo, I know body language. I pay attention. I pay strict attention. So that was well put. High five. Get that. So I think so Nike right now, to rebound it, to make it, I guess well-rounded. You get what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
Right? They decided to start retroing grails.
Something that they always,
I think that is the dumbest shit ever. I want to keep grails. I think it's fucked up. What do you think?
Yeah, I mean, they always come out with random. Like he said, everything comes back around,
But not like this
Always.
though.
But I feel like they're desperate. They're cutting the fat. They're trying to be more valuable, so they're gonna try to come out with older sneakers to see if they can.
I'm gonna be honest.
make
Yeah.
the money.
But the
back.
writing was on the wall though when they did the Air Maxes.
When sneakers are, because some of the things that I have, people look at them like, all right, when Junior came over the house one time, first thing he saw, he goes in there, he's like, yo, what the fuck, bro? And it's like, yo, these things are gems that people cannot get anymore.
He was like,
Eventually, sneakers break down, they crumble. And, I mean, like, there are generations, because Junior is
hire
younger.
somebody like me to repair them.
That's true.
Plug.
But, again, at the end of the day, you want that freshness. You want that fresh out the box. You want to feel that. I think it's a great idea because there's certain things that I want that I still haven't gotten my hands on. And when we talk about undefeated fours, or you talk about certain PEs that, because they're starting to bring out some of these PEs that haven't even touched, haven't touched shelves. Not only that, we're getting one of your favorites, the Pata Air Max, Pata Par Air Maxes, the chlorophyll ones. I think it's just the Par ones, right?
Yeah, Pata Pars. Yeah, the chlorophyll. Yeah,
the very first one.
Okay.
But they are bringing those back.
But listen, that's a grail.
But
These are all things.
But
that,
should you keep grails? I think you should, because don't get me wrong, I'm okay with the idea behind that. To recycle them, like, because these kids might, they want them. Like, but I'm not. They not really checking for them. Like, I just tried to buy my son some KD Nerfs, and he looked at me like I had 6 heads. So I showed him the old package mines, and he goes, "Oh man, I want those." And I was like, "Get the fuck out of my face."
Here, look, I have an issue with this because, for one, it depreciates the value of the sneaker itself, right? Mm-hmm. 2, create your own grails.
Thank you.
Grateful Dead's. If Grateful Dead's came out in early 2000s, they would be a top 5 sneaker of all time.
They would.
If Ben and Jerry's, all these other sneakers that they've recently come out with, these sneakers would be, top 10, top 5 sneakers, but they don't have the same hype because the sneakerheads now don't have the same appreciation that we had.
What the Ben and Jerry's are, that's a certified
grill. They are, but
the Grateful Dead certified grill.
Right, but to the sneakerheads of our age, are they really? I mean, compared to what, like a Skunk Dunk to I'm
sorry,
Paris.
the Ben and Jerry's are. They are.
All right, but the Grateful Dead should have been up there too.
Yes, they should have. They should have came
out. You're not wrong.
Should have
Concept Air Maxes probably should have been up there with some of the greatest Air Maxes of all time. Yeah,
they are.
No, the Concept Air Maxes.
Oh, the Air Max. Oh.
The Tiger Camo with the top.
Like, the three.
These were all great innovative sneakers that should have.
I was getting on the plane. She was
like,
I
think you're right in certain aspects, but at the end of the day, all sneakers crumble. They do.
They do.
And this is going to bring down the reseller value. Okay. But at the end of the day, we're not in it to, even though all the shit that I have is very, very expensive, I'm not in it for that. I like the sneaker because I like the sneaker. I don't give a fuck how much the money goes up or down because I don't intend to sell it.
Well, all right, so and one more point, and I forgot this. One more point.
They just going to get backdoored.
No.
You're not lying.
They are.
You're not lying. You're not lying.
Marcus,
how I view as earlier Millennium SBs and other concepts like that, they're pieces of art to me. So you can't.
Oh yeah, for sure.
You can't replicate the Mona Lisa.
No, you cannot.
You can't replicate the Sistine Chapel.
I got the poster.
You can't do that for me.
You can't. But at the end of the day, I think this is very good. It's certain things that I do want to get my hands on. There's some doubles that I do want to get my hands on. So I like the idea. So I don't think anything should be safe.
How do you view that?
Open the vault up and bring everything out.
How do you
view that?
Which topic exactly?
The grails, like bringing back grails.
I mean, I say bring them back. There's a bunch of stuff that I've never been able to purchase. But honestly, I think it's going to be the same thing. Like it goes out, and if you're not on the app and you don't get the thing that say you got them, then you're going to end up having to buy them from a reseller. You got to have some cheat
codes. No bullshit.
Yeah, that shit hurt.
Because I barely can grab some of the sneakers that I want. That shit hurt though.
When you don't get them, that's a hurt.
I got people
fuck up your day a little bit.
Sorry, you were not selected.
And then
right now, I got people that are sitting and waiting for the Galaxies, the Galaxy phones.
Yep, that's a grail.
That's a grail.
Yeah,
but the thing is,
it's not going to look the same as the original.
It's not. But at least people can try to get. Like I might go.
So wouldn't that make your originals that you got? Wouldn't that make that still more valuable than the?
Well, no. He said with the Nerfs. Oh, okay. When he said with the Nerfs, look at what they did with the Nerfs.
I got
the Nerfs. They came out with a package. They came out with a hoop, and they came out with a basketball. Yeah. You didn't get that with these.
You did not.
You did, and I heard that they changed the sneaker up just a little bit.
They
the
did.
Colors are
but see that. So the original time that they did it, well, one of the original times that they did it is when they remade the LeBron South Beaches. When they did that, it don't look nothing like the original South Beach. While it's aged, but if you get the picture and put it right next to the actual shoe, it looks nothing like that. The color is just a tint off. The bottom is just tint off. Like it's not the same. So where do you actually draw a line in the cement and be like, we not doing this?
Right.
Like if you want to make me a shoe, make me a Air Mag. Make those. Make something that nobody has, because that's not a grill that's never been released. That was just a movie prop.
Well, they did what they did. They did it for Parkinson's.
No, they did it for Parkinson's, but it wasn't a wearable shoe. I'm talking about make one now. Watch
What
people
you
go
think
bananas.
about this sneaker? And I thought it'd be controversial because it's like I don't know if it's considered a grail, but the Nike sold the Mike Vick joints that came out a long time ago.
I do.
We was just talking about that.
Yeah, I'm in.
Them joints hard,
I'm in.
but they would never come out with nothing Mike Vick again.
No, but no.
That's
no,
a shame.
No.
They did. They did.
And
They
I-
did.
I-
They did. They did that a while ago. But
What?
the fact, like the Mike Vicks,
What did they come out with?
they brought his shoes back out.
They did?
Yes.
See, that's y'all was sleeping, bro.
But
It's
see,
just like
the
with
thing
Deion
is,
Sanders. They did it.
the
They did
football
it twice
I
this
didn't
year.
know
Deion
that.
Sanders.
Yeah, but they did it twice
Football,
this year.
football sneaks is coming back, and the fact that they made them into cleats this year, I got a pair. I don't even play football. When I be training my son, I be out there throwing around. I'm like, oh, it's like 2002. I'm outside. I'm outside again.
It's hilarious.
I'm out there. I'm looking. I look like Dante Culpepper right now, but it's cool. It's cool. Byron
All about
Leftwich.
him, man. I really
But
forgot all about him, man.
That's how it looks. It's just. I'm glad they did it. I'm just glad they did it.
Listen, like I said, let them cook. Open that box up. Bring all this shit out. Give me some Paris SBs. Maybe.
Bust it wide open.
Bust that box.
Bro, maybe the
Wow.
NYC Pigeons. Please do that for me.
No.
See, you
What
always
you
make a
mean?
special request.
I need them.
Nike ain't watching this shit.
They watching it. They watching because we talking about their fucking product. They definitely watching it. I guarantee you they are.
If you like what you see, please subscribe to the
And
Soul
comment.
Table. We are currently streaming on all platforms.
Whatever VPs y'all got out there, listen to me. Listen to me.
Subscribe.
I'm around. Just
and
hit me
share.
up.
Just like,
him
subscribe,
up.
and share.
Please
Like,
do that.
subscribe and share.
I didn't got all y'all shit. All of it. Y'all can come to my house and get the blueprints if y'all need it.
Well,
Fuck.
that's wild.
It's actually a blueprint that I got on that bottle. Right
That's what I was about to allude to. Speaking of blueprints, I noticed on your bottle,
yeah, man.
on your Air Max Day bottle, which is
Yeah, bro. It was this
Hold
was
it up.
last year.
Hold it
I
up.
don't know which camera I'm supposed to be looking at.
Anyone doesn't matter.
what y'all don't know
Bet.
is off camera. I specifically he bought us all bottles, right? And then he starts handing them out, and they get the gold and a black one, and he gave me a McDonald's All American bottle, and I'm grateful, but I wanted that one. And he
If
basically
I
was
can
like,
find another one,
the crazy part was his
I'll
face
give
was
him this
like,
bottle.
This is mine.
Because
He held it-
this
he
is
held
like
it
a
back.
holy grail and like for supplement because we one of my guys that worked that's on my team, we was able to get this super dope connect and we got in with Nike and they were doing a gifting thing to a bunch of influencers and was to represent Air Max Day or whatever. Everybody know that happened like last year. And then they reached out to Supplement because of our bottle having all the sneaker elements. They was like, yo, like, it'd be cool if y'all did the bottle. So they sent us, and it was so much legal stuff that we had to go through to like get this. This is the original artwork of how they designed.
so you got a
This
tinker right
sneaker.
there.
Yeah. So
Turn that around.
super dope.
The whole situation is an actual sketch.
Yeah.
Right there.
Super dope. And it only went out to about 70 people.
That's what I'm
So
talking
we didn't make that many. We didn't make that many of them, but I had to.
Or if I'd have been in that room, you'd be like, they only said 66
You know what I'm
bottles because I
saying?
took 4 of them motherfuckers.
Yeah, they were in like these the gift boxes and stuff like that to a bunch of influencers and like real like all a bunch of sneakerheads and stuff like that.
So we were just talking about that because they could have went anywhere. Are you afraid of the competition? Like, because you're in a heavily
Oh yeah.
Because right now, everybody, hate to say it, everybody on Stanley. Everybody is on Stanley.
That's the
everybody
thing.
I call them Karen Cups now.
Well, yeah. So Stanley's been around for like 100 years already. So like they've come out
made
with
tools.
Yeah, they're a construction company, and their guys are outside working in the heat all the time. So they did some double insulated bottles, but they were kind of capped at like construction workers for a long time. And then, Nike should probably holler at their person because they find somebody creative to be like, yo, let's market this more toward like teachers and women and nurses and stuff like that. And they did a crazy TikTok campaign, and then like girls just kind of went crazy. But I wouldn't say that's not really like that particular audience wasn't who we were targeting at first because like we were founded on the premise that like, most people within the culture never even use insulated bottles because you never heard like nobody you ever like you go on a vacation Probably now because everybody like is using insulated bottles now. But like if you would have went on vacation like a couple years ago, and this is when I was coming up with the brand, like all the different white people were out on the beach and they're all drinking out their Yetis and stuff like that. All the black and Hispanic people had the cups from the resort. Nobody had bottles, and I was just like, it was just like a eureka for me. I'm just like, yo, I like what I'm doing is like it's a dope thing because people aren't targeting them. So like when you see the ads, now that we talking about it now, your phone gonna pull up an ad from Hydro Flask or something because we talking about it.
That's wild.
But like
my man said, they ain't niggas being niggas. They just went to go get
the
resort cups.
Because because when people start using them and then like your ice is in there, you had a cookout. And this joint, like, you pick it up and it's hot. And you like, oh, my joint probably melted. Open it. It's ice cold. You like, oh. So you end up bringing this joint with you everywhere. But, like, the technology's been out for years. It's just that y'all, they ain't market to the culture. So I would say I think that the market can be saturated with, like, the bogus cups you can get at, like, Target or whatever. Right. But the cups that are intentionally marketing to the culture and trying to, like, create something that's stylish, like, if we made a bunch of these, people would buy this because it's like this could be a grail.
So I'm getting it.
For sure. And you might as well.
You touched on it. This could be a grail. You touching two different markets. So basically, right now, you're from what I get, you're aimed towards black community and sneaker culture.
Yep.
Because you got one thing that's specific to your bottle that nobody else can possibly do, like or even thought of. Right. And I'm gonna ask you a multitude of questions on it because this is one of my favorite. You took this bottle and you put an Air Jordan sole on it.
That's a fact. Yes, sir.
Why?
So, like I said.
And how did you come up with this?
Back to my industrial designer. So he's, somebody of urban culture. So the reason why I like to say urban culture is because a lot of people that live in urban communities. Not all of them are black.
Right.
A lot of Hispanics, you got Indians, you got Chinese.
Dude.
So it's like
we even got a couple whites in there.
You always got your little white boy.
Don't put the S on that. That sounds extremely racist when you put S on it.
I'm mixed.
You can't put S on it.
I can say what I want.
He can say what he wants.
I can say what I want.
You can't say. If I walked up and said, hey man, look at all these whites.
I can say it.
Or if I
look at all these crackers.
Or if I opened up a bag of jelly beans and opened it up and it's all black jelly beans, and I go, look at all these blacks. That's fucked up. You can't do that.
You can't do that. But
the way that you talk about that and put something, so many pause moments and how you have said.
Look at all these whites.
Can you talk to me about the Air Jordan one bottom piece? Come on, let's get this.
When we were coming up with the design, we pretty much was trying to incorporate sneaker culture because I was just like, yo, trying to introduce an insulated water bottle to a group of people that typically don't buy these. It's like, how can I create something that will resonate? And I was like, oh, sneakers is like an easy layup because like the culture, we love getting fly. We love sneakers. So I was like, how can I incorporate that in the bottle? So we was looking at a bunch of different bottles and stuff like that, trying to figure out like, what could we do? Other brands had like these like sleeves you could put on the bottom. I'm just like, that's corny. So I was just like, yo, let's make the bottom of the bottle the replica of a sole of a sneaker. So we were just looking at a bunch. We created a bunch of different ones, but then we decided like when we mashed it up with like a Jordan 1, we was like original Jordan 1. Like you could look at the bottom and it's like boom. It was like this pattern. So he was like, yo, let's make this pattern to be like the sole of the bottle, the non-slip piece of the bottle. Yep. And I'm like, people, and then of course we wrote all this stuff on there, like SUPLMNT, first, black owned business, design in the shy, stuff like that, to like make it be like a marketing tool wherever we go. Like people could like you could always find like people like, oh, where you get that bottle from? It's like, man, just look at the bottom, bro. We in there. But like we wanted to incorporate that as well as like, all right, so carrying it around, you see people walking around with those big old Stanley cups and holding it. That wasn't even out yet when I created these. It was originally. Yeah, originally it was just like, most people just had like, for instance, that bottle has nothing you could hold it with. So it's like we wanted to create a super dope carrying loop so that way people can customize them like down the line.
Helps. No, that really helps because like with other brands, they just the loop is the actual lid top.
Right, it's the lid.
It's the lid top. So
and then you drop it and then that thing breaks and then now you don't got nothing to carry it with.
So my real question for you is, why the cross top? I've been like trying to figure that. Now I ain't gonna hold you. I've been doing my little research on you. You know, to figure that out.
Right.
So I was looking. I was like, you don't say nothing about the cross top.
Right.
Cross top. And I get that might be your logo. I get that's the logo.
Yeah. So it's actually not a cross. It's the blocks. Let me see that bottle real quick. So we call this the blocks logo. So it represents like the streets that we all grew up on.
Oh shit!
So this
Get the
is
fuck outta
actually
here.
the streets.
That's like a cross.
wild.
And if you look closely at the bottle, this is a white one. So I mean, normally
White-
the black
white.
one. If you look closely at the bottle, we put like the texture on there to represent like the streets.
The asphalt.
Yeah,
Hey,
asphalt. So like it's the details. People
Boom.
don't really know, but it's the small little details that we did that people will appreciate eventually once people really start catching on to who we are and what we doing. But like we really tried to create some hot shit for y'all, honestly.
Nah, that's
fine.
sound effect.
You know what I'm saying?
That's wild.
That's crazy.
I am, like I said, I am.
How long did it take you to come up with that?
Man, we probably was just going back and forth maybe for like a month, just going back and
Just
forth with
sitting there,
designs and
just
stuff
blah,
like
blah,
that.
blah.
Yeah, even with dealing with the manufacturer, like the lid was smooth, and we was just like, that's corny.
So
Like honestly, we was looking at this like the cement 3s. Honestly, I had just got the brown ones. The one was like the brown cement, the white,
mocha
yeah, the mochas. I had just got those, and I was just like, yo, this pattern is fire. I'm like, I wonder if we can get this on the lid. And then it was like a texture thing that we was able to do overseas, where like all of our lids was able to come out like with this cement texture. So that way it could represent like it could really represent the streets with incorporating the blocks logo.
So I noticed that. We noticed you have a lot of customizations going on. Like you somehow capture the essence of custom, because you said you did this for Nike. It was about 70, which personally, I'm gonna be real. This could easily be sold like on their website, and this would sell the fuck out of you.
Oh yeah.
But the fact that you're still small brand,
Right.
like, and you're still niche to your culture and
Right.
both the cultures, how do you still keep it corporate but maintain that exclusivity for you?
Yeah, that's actually a great question. So a lot of times we don't really like. I've done corporate orders, and don't get me wrong, we do the corporate orders because we're a small brand and we're trying to grow. So most of the large brands start with like a investment of like $400,000 to $500,000 to $100,000. I mean, to like $1 million. So that gives you the runway where you can create a bunch of different designs. You can have like the 20 ounce, the 40 ounce. All of that. You can do all the marketing and all that fun stuff. So when I got started, I had to bootstrap it. So I was able to raise around like 120,000 like early on, which covers like the molds and stuff like that. But like, to be able to like really market and push the brand, you need way more funds. So instead of just like going out of business, I was just like, I got to figure out a way to kind of keep the lights on. So I was able to find a really dope customization place where our bottle, because of the style of it and like how the shape of it, we're able to do like full wraps and make it seamless on the bottles. And most of the companies that do custom bottles, they only give you like a little circle spot where you can like put your logo. So that's a big pain point that a lot of corporations was dealing with. Like, yo, we don't have enough creative whatever. Like we don't have enough place where we can be creative with our products. So we came along, SUPLMNT, black owned, being dope. We decided to give people like a full canvas that they can put their artwork on.
That's wild.
And that way, so for events, festivals, whatever, we can customize your bottles.
So does that has to hinder you at some point? How does that? I don't even know how to phrase this question better than that. So do you keep it close to you, like because like I said, you're small business, to expand further?
Yeah, so pretty much when we
Bootstrapping. There you go.
When we do those joints, yeah. So because we're bootstrapping, when we do those custom orders and stuff like that for like companies and stuff, that money funnels into the fun stuff, which is us creating more, doing content. We don't post. If you go on my page, I don't even post the custom bottles that we do like at all. Mm-hmm. We've done stuff for Adobe Max, Warby Parker, like so many big companies, Google, Inuit, QuickBooks. Like we do bottles for all of them. Colleges, all these different colleges, stuff like that. We do custom bottles for all of them. But like we typically don't post it unless it's something that we got for sale, like
so
the bottle.
You posted something that we seen, and Mike ain't believe it, and then he had to send it when he posted it. He sent it to me. You got to explain this a little bit better, Mike. You want to ask him?
Oh yeah, the Hove.
He's still blown.
The GOAT.
Yeah, how did
a man walking regular, but he was holding the strap like Paul.
He's literally holding it the way you said. I ain't gonna even finish
the way you're
sentence.
supposed to. Yeah,
Just
crazy.
walking casually, yo. All black boy. Just walking. I'm like,
Yeah.
wow. How did that happen?
So just being in this space and like
Anything
meeting
you have on New Balances?
so many creatives and stuff like that, we was able to get in contact with Rock Nation, a rep that was working with Rock Nation, and at the time, Paper Planes, they used to have like these skinny, swell looking bottles that they were doing, but they weren't doing well. So when they discovered that there was a black on one, and like the style of bottle, they were like, yo, like we want to get a sample done. And we want to potentially see if we can use supplement bottles to customize for Paper Planes. So we did a cool collab with Paper Planes. It's in their store now. If you go in New York or if you go on their website, we did a super dope collab with Paper Planes. We did probably like 4 runs of custom bottles for them. So apparently they had a exec meeting, and my guy Ronnie, that's the guy that runs the department over there at Paper Planes at Rock Nation. He was like, yo, like, we want to, you guys got to, create some bottles and send them to us because it's going to be all these execs there. And, Jay-Z might be there. They might give him a bottle. So I'm just like, oh, all right. So I rush everything. Like, yo, get everything done or whatever. So we send it. But like anything, I've sent bottles to plenty of famous people. You know what I mean? Most of them don't even really get it. So.
Oh, yeah.
Like most people don't get it.
Oh, this shit going. I'll tell you that right now.
Yeah, most people don't even get them. So
you think Halle Berry getting this? Fuck out of here.
Right. Yo, so when he got so apparently, and mind you, I got tagged in the original post because he's been using the bottle for like the last like 3 months. But I got tagged in the first post and I was just like, wait. So I was like, yo, is that your bottle? And I'm like, yo, he's out in the Hamptons just like using that joint like regularly now. I'll keep saying, I said it in my little recap video. He is a billionaire. He has the options to use anything, any brand, Yeti. You know what I mean? He could have used Hydro Flask. He could have a Stanley. But my man is walking around with the supplement on multiple occasions. Multiple occasions. You feel me? My main man Hove doing it.
Hove do it. I do it too.
You feel me? And to me, he has his pulse on the culture. You know what I mean? Everybody like Hove is a
like he told you
he's a culture curator. You feel me? He talks in all his raps and he talks about how he does the most exclusive stuff before anybody else was on it. Like I was drinking Cristal before y'all was. Like,
what was that feeling, to be honest though?
Yo, the feeling was crazy. It was like, yo, somebody of his caliber that. And don't get me wrong, I appreciate everybody that uses our bottles. For sure. But like somebody of Jay-Z's caliber that's always like saying he's the first to do something, the watches, all that stuff.
Because of the urban community, right? And what he is actually
he's accomplished in the urban community. Okay. When you on social and you just like, wait.
Somebody you look up to.
Yeah, it's like, bro, he's right like there, something that I created, like on some. Like, and mind you, like you said, we're a small brand. We only been around for a couple years.
I don't feel like you're that small.
Not no
you ain't gonna be small.
I feel like we won't be that small that much longer. But
pause. Time out.
Hey, yo.
I told you it was coming. I told you it was coming, bro.
All right.
I told you it was coming.
You are definitely at the table now. That's funny. You all right? You come back anytime, man. You all right with me? Listen, man. I am. Where can they get this? Like these bottles from? Because I'm gonna be honest, we gonna probably be running your commercials on here.
Yeah, man.
So no, this is staying there, bro. This is every time I come in and drink. Yeah. Now I don't have to use these bottles anymore. This is my bottle.
I'm out of this other gang.
Yeah, man. Supplement gang. Listen, we had a thing we did in LA called SUPLMNT that shit, where we was standing outside the Runyon Canyon, and anybody that was walking around with a bottle that was like any brand other than SUPLMNT, we was letting them trade it in and giving them a supplement bottle. We plan to do that a couple more times, so like I'll keep people posted, man. Because if you out there with the Frugazi, you got to change it up, man.
And coming soon,
supplement that shit.
Soul Table.
Soul
Table.
Is that possible?
Of course, it's possible. That's what we do. That's what we do.
Soul Table.
So,
need that,
Uncle Mike. We gonna close this out. You ready to close this out?
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
What you got for me? I know you got something.
Be Dr. King with your collection, but be Dr. Umar with your sneakers. Keep your white laces with white laces and your black laces with black laces.
That's the shit we deal with on a daily basis. So you know.
What camera can? Wait, what? Somebody zoom in on my face.
I don't even
know
how. That's what we got. Listen,
it wasn't bad, but I just never would have thought of no shit like that. The fuck?
I want to thank Jay for coming out today, supplementing us.
Yeah, thank you very much, bro. I appreciate that.
Sure, man.
From
Appreciate
our
that.
table to
Already
your
know.
table. Hopefully, you have us at your table one of these days.
Yeah.
Hey, make sure y'all subscribe to Soul Table, hit the like button, do all them fancy things, and drop a comment too. If y'all enjoy it and you haven't made it this far into the video and haven't subscribed yet, come on, bro, hit the subscribe button. What are you doing?